Hey, what's going on guys? Abrutly Gaming here, and today in Skyrim, I'm going to list you my top 3 loves and hates of this game. Now, it's been a while since I talked to you guys. It's been about 2 weeks because I was on vacation for 2 weeks, and you may not realize that because I actually posted some videos. Those are pre-recorded, pre-edited, and pre-uploaded, and they were out on schedule. But I'm back, and how are you guys doing? I'm doing great, thank you. And time to list... Not time to list, time to start our countdown with the top 3 loves. Alright guys, to start off the list, the first thing first, the first top love, this is not in particular order, is mods. Mods just make the game what it is. You can make graphical mods, add-ons to the game, functional mods, the way people walk and all that stuff. Pretty much, mods are fantastic. Without mods, this game will look like blech. I mean, because the developers in the game, when they had it for Xbox and PS3, when they exported it or ported it to PC, they didn't do any upgrades in graphics really. But these mods really make the game what this game is. Fantastic. And those functionality mods where you can have more realistic NPCs, we can kill children. I mean, like look in the ground right there. I kind of killed a few, but you know the way they walk, more realistic walk. Just really cool mods. There's just so many mods I can just list off right now. I would take like months for me to list everything. Not literally, but it's what makes the game what it is, especially for PC players. I know I'm very sorry.
What happened?
I murdered those children. I'm very sorry for the people with Xbox and PS3, because well, you don't have mods, and you will see where I'm going with this in my hate one. But you know, mods and PC, it's what makes the game amazing. Alright, for number 2, for the next thing to love about Skyrim, is the long and intriguing story. There's a negative to this, I'll show you that later. But the story is nice and long. Well, I mean, the main story is not that long, but the other missions around it, like some that I haven't completed yet, as you can tell. Well, this one goes forever, and these other ones don't. Some of them do, actually. But these missions, there's a lot of them, and you can just keep playing this game for hours and hours. And you can have lots of hours on this game. This is without DLCs. DLCs, of course, expand, and also mods can also expand this game to make it even longer. But the story is very intriguing because you're this hero in the person. You're this hero in the world. One of the only people, Dragonborn, one of the only people at this current time. And your mission is to save the world from dragons. And of course, you get to go many different places. You gotta discover, kill things. Maybe on the way have a house, be a thane. There's so many things you go through, and so many things you get to see and learn about this game. It was very intriguing. Though the one thing I didn't like, this won't call the hate, just a little comment, is that the very end, the dragon was easy to beat. I was such a low level. It was so easy to beat, but you know, that is only minor. But the whole storyline is awesome. Alright guys, for number 3 and the last one for the love about Skyrim is the fact that it's open world. Now, this is a specific term. I mean, it's not fully open world because just recently, as you know, or some of you guys know, I know I'm excited for this game, is No Man's Sky. That is truly open world. I mean, he says it's an infinite universe just like ours. Well, not ours. It's like an infinite universe that you would never see all of it. That is truly open world. And of course, there are some limitations to this game. But since it was made pretty long ago in our terms, it's a pretty open world. I mean, with the map that they give you, which is recently big, or sorry, which is respectively pretty big, you can go pretty much anywhere. I mean, you can't, of course, climb up sheer cliff rocks, but you can literally walk wherever I want. Like, I don't have to fast travel to these specific places. I can take a horse or walk a long time and just travel around these areas, see different things, all that type of stuff. And that's what makes this game kind of good. When you are finished with all the quests and everything, you can just be like, man, I want to just explore and continue leveling myself up and just live it. And like with mods like Frostfall, you can you don't have to fast travel anymore. You can just set up camp and be like what it's like. You can go back home, visit your wife, have some food, then go back, go hunting, go camping on stuff. And that's what makes this game, well, that's what makes me want to come back, download more mods, and try it out with this new thing, and keep increasing my player. And what Liz not here. There's Shadowmere. But you know, that's a horse. And just keep doing what I can do. Just keep pushing until I can go as high as I can. That's the top 3 loves. Now it's time to move on to guys. Time to go to the hate to this game. Hate to strong. Hate's a kind of evil word. How about let's say dislikes, things that could be kind of changed. Well, some of them can, some of them can't be changed. First one, and this one can't really be changed unless the developers keep pushing, is, well, when this game ends, I'm not including DLCs, but when this game ends of quests and everything, which is a long time, but I'm pretty much there, it ends. Like, I mean, there's nothing else you really can do but keep leveling up and stuff. But like I said, in the open world thing, that's what makes me come back. But sometimes I have this feeling where I just want to do quests, and I want to achieve something, and it's kind of gone. It leaves an empty gap, though. Though with good things with DLCs, you have a lot more DLCs, like a lot. And if you have mods, a lot more too. So there are good things and bad things. If you don't have any DLCs and you don't have any mods, it kind of abruptly ends when everything is fully done. And that's kind of sad in a way. But that's just one thing I kind of dislike, because when I played a lot of this game, I wanted to keep doing quests. That made me push like hours and hours on end with this game. But after that happens, I kind of slow down a bit. And that just kind of, you know, leaves an empty gap in a way. Didn't really quite like that. But of course, mods and DLCs, like I said, are going to make your game, it's going to make it better. Way better. Alright guys, for the second hate of Skyrim, or dislike I should say, I just don't like the combat in this game. I just don't. It seems it kind of boring. You really just all you really gotta do is spam the hell out of your mouse or your controller button, X or A, X or A. You gotta keep hitting it. It's not really strategic, I should say. It's not really like I'm magic and then I'm gonna defend you back. And I mean, you can shoot. I'm sure you can do it. With, I mean, sure you can do it with some spells, but I mean, especially with the melee, nah, it's not really the best. And if it's a melee versus an insanely strong mage, you're fucked. You can't really get up to her because she's gonna murder you, and yeah, I just don't like the back and forth hitting, back and forth hitting, back and forth hitting. The melee, or not the melee, the fighting, the combat in this game, not really the best thing ever. And I heard that they proved that in Elder Scrolls Online, but that is a disappointment of the game, I'm sorry to say. It kind of is. Paid for subscription, not my thing. I don't want to pay $15 for a game, and if I don't like it, I don't want to be forced to play it. And when you for subscriptions, you kind of have to it forces you to play. Like, play this game, play it or else you're gonna lose your money, like that type of thing. And that's why I didn't get it. That's one major thing I didn't get it. And you had to pay $60 on top of that, so it's kind of going into the WoW area. Not to offend anyone who plays WoW or anything, I'm just saying, subscription base, not my favorite, not my cup of tea. Alright guys, this is for the third and final dislike of this game. At least my top 3. That's pretty much it, actually. There are like some little things that tweak it, but this is the main ones. I mentioned this before. This is a big one in a way, for me at least, for the storyline. It kind of ruins it in the end. But it's the fight against Alduin. He was so easy to beat. Alduin was fighting against, you know, those ghostly people. I forget the name, sorry, it's been a long time. Those ghostly people. I just stood back, arrow, 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 heal, arrow, arrow, kill. And I was such a low level at that time. I've gained more levels since Alduin, from Alduin now, than beginning the game to Alduin. It was too easy. It should have been much harder. It should have been insanely hard. Since I've fought dragons before Alduin, that was harder. Like, just, dragons coming from the sky. Those were hard. Some of them, at least, at my low level. And when I got to Alduin, with those helps of those people, it was the easiest friggin' dragon ever. And that kind of disappointed the game, because, you expect the hardest level, strongest dragon boss, and, oops, shit. And you expect to get, the hardest fight of your life. You might have to retry, you might die a few times. But, personally, the fights in the caves were even harder. Alduin was a piece of cake. It kind of went like, it slowly elevated, and it kind of dropped after you saw and defeated Alduin. I was like, oh, that's it? Is he gonna come back? But no. That's just, it's kind of a disappointment. It lets you down, like, oh. I mean, yeah, I completed them, but that was easy. It kind of felt like the game let me do that. Like, oh, don't let me do that. Give me the hardest challenge in the game, since it's the final battle. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed your top 3. Hope you enjoyed my top 3 love and hates. Write in there, actually, if you made it all the way this far, write down in the comments below what you love or hate about this game. And we'll share some opinions. It'd be awesome to see. It'd be really cool. And be cool to let you guys know and let your opinions. That made no sense whatsoever. Hey, Lydia. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you made it this far, leave a like down below. It lets me know, it helps me a lot. And I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.